So here I've clipped out a picture of a frog from the internet, and I am going to use it as a reference. I am not going to draw a frog. I am going to use it to inspire my alien creature, which I am going to create out of this circle. So I'm just going to take a look at this frog right now. He's got this big wide mouth and a couple of eyes that sit on top of his head. So I'm going to start by putting some eyes on top of his head. And yeah, that looks good. I mean, as far as placement goes, but I don't really like them very much. So I'm going to use my trusty eraser and I'm going to make it bigger. There we go. That makes my heart sing right now. Yes, I like the bigger eyes. One on each side of our circle. And then I'm going to just put another circle inside of the circle to sort of indicate that his eyes are sitting inside of another bit. It looks like that's what the frog has. Now I'm going to make him a big mouth, sort of a goofy mouth. It's not straight across like the frog character. And I'm just checking my placement by using the guideline, and I think it looks about right as far as where the eyes go and the mouth goes. Now let's get some arms for this character. I think he's going to have these long arms on either side. It's not exactly like the reference, which looks like he's got stubby arms, but this is sort of my character, so I'm not going to worry too much about being realistic outside of just sort of being inspired by this frog. And as you see, the frog does have kind of long fingers on his little front legs there. Then we're going to take and I am going to make some long thin legs for my character. I can't say that that's too much influenced by the reference, but I rather think that it works with the goofy long arms. And then we're going to make kind of froggish kind of legs for his, or rather froggish kind of feet for his legs. And we'll just give him a couple of toes here like that. And let's see now. How can we perk him up? Oh yeah, we just give him some eyelids here. And yeah, it looks like kind of a sleepy eyelid on the reference. So I don't think those are actually eyelids. He's just got weird looking eyes. Put a little shine in it here. There we go. Cool looking eye here. And on the other side, another eye. There we have a goofy looking character. I think I'll open up his mouth a little bit and even give him a few teeth in there, which of course totally doesn't look frog-like, but it does look like an alien. I mean, at least to me it looks like an alien character. Now I'm going around the circle and just keeping the bits I like. I don't want the entire circle there because there are parts of the circle which are interfering with the drawing of the actual character. So there, now I can just get rid of the circle underneath and we have a completed character. So now we have to think about how to finish him off, and we can add color at this point. So I'm looking at the frog, and he's totally got some cool looking spots that I'd like to add to my character. So let's get some of these spots colored into the character. Okay, now we're going to have to I'm gonna just adding some color here. Yeah, the spots are kind of orangey, so I'm picking a color here. I'm working on Photoshop, so I have a unlimited amount of colors that I can use. So I'm just going to take my brush tool here. I'm going to brush in some spots for my character that look a little bit like what I see on the frog reference. And I'm using a brush tool, I'm kind of making them big and just an assortment of shapes just all over his oops, went out of the line there. That's because I have to switch layers. Okay, there we go. And we're just adding a few more touches of color. Get rid of that. I can just erase that, no problem. And here we go. And now I'd like to use this color yellow to color him in. So I'm going to take my lasso tool and I'm going to just lasso the circle and use that to paint my yellow. And yeah, there we go. That kind of looks cool. And because of the way I use Photoshop, you see there's a little bit of a whitish area around the spots, kind of like what's in the frog reference a bit. Now I gotta get rid of the yellow there. I don't like the yellow in the teeth. I want them white. There you go. And now I think I'm going to take it and I am going to kind of get under his mouth. I'd like to kind of get that color off of there a little bit and make it more like the reference. I think it kind of looks good that way. You know, a lot of times it's just a matter of experimenting a little bit and just seeing what's there. Whoa, what happened there? So now I'd like to make some little spots. Yeah, just like he's got under his mouth. I want a few spots under my character's mouth. So I'm gonna put in some little rounder spots. Looks a little like leopard spots, or what do you call it, cheetah spots, or yeah, there you go. That looks pretty cool. Just a few, not too many. So he's got a nice alien quality, but a lot of it just comes from what a frog looks like. I think this kind of frog is called a Pac-Man frog or something like that because he is unusually round for a frog. All right, so I finally decided to keep the hands the same color as the main part of his body. I think that looks kind of cool. So just coloring that in like so. Very nice. I really like this character a lot. I think he got a nice kind of laid back personality. And so he's pretty much done, I think. Let's see if we can try a few spots just for ha-has. There we go. Yeah, I think they look good. Okay, we'll keep those there. Yeah, looks good. All right, so that's how you draw a little circle character based on a reference.